Today I have a kind of spur of the moment project to share with you guys. This has kind of been on my mind for a while, but I never had a solution, and today I'm going to show you what I came up with. Today I put together 15 small sensory bins or loose parts play, small world play, independent, open-ended invitation kind of kits. So I have a huge bin full of all sorts of little animals and trees and a huge pack. We have lots of Play-Doh. I had lots of sensory bin materials, lots of kits. I do have a sensory bin video that I put out before, and I can link that if you guys would like to check it out. A simple way to do sensory bins. But what I was finding is that I was just avoiding doing the sensory bin because I had to pull it out and pick the pieces or let my kids rummage through the bin and put something in it. So I want to start strewing more. If you don't know what that is, it's just an invitation to play or craft or learn. So you just pick something that you have and set it out to see if your child is interested. So I want to try and use these as an invitation to play. My kids, I don't want to schedule all their activities, but also in those downtimes when there's nothing to do, they only go to the same two toys. They play with trucks and magnets, and that's it, or they go outside. So on those days when it's too hot or too cold and I want them to do sensory bins or just give them an invitation to do something other than magnets and trucks, then I want them to have this so that they're not just bouncing off the walls and getting in trouble. So let me show you my solution. I'm just rambling here, but I'm kind of excited and I really hope this works. Now, I do want to tell you before I show you this, the only thing that I bought for this project were the bins themselves. And I just went on my Walmart pickup and I grabbed some of these, what are they called? Food prep containers. And so they're sectioned into 3 sections. I think I have this lid on backwards. There's 3 sections, and I just threw things in it that seemed to go together, and we're going to see how this goes. So, hi, let me welcome you and introduce myself. My name is Adrienne from Hello Harris Homeschool, and I'm a homeschool mom. I love to talk all things homeschool, all things family life and motherhood, and so this kind of goes into all of that for my kiddos, for downtime in homeschool, and I'm so excited to show you what's in here. So this first one is, okay, so they've got 3 compartments. These are just some rocks. We use this for a resurrection garden last year, but it kind of fell apart. So I kept the rocks, but I didn't know what to do with it. So I threw some of them here. I've got a little tractor, some trees, and then I've got just a whole bunch of little farm animals. And so my plan is to just let them pick one or set one out, and then I will also give them either a placemat or some kind of tray so that they can take this stuff out and play with it. It won't just be played with in this bin because it's not really enough room to move the pieces around. So that's my first one. The next one, I have just these beans that, again, I have already had, not to eat, just for sensory bins, some popsicle sticks, and then here's just a felt mat and just these little wooden craft letters that I got for free somewhere to spell out the word zoo, and then lots of little zoo animals. So maybe they can make a zoo. Here is some Kinetic Sand that got mixed. This is some purple and blue. There's a little spoon, this little formula scoop. I also kept, I don't know if you know what this is, maybe you do. This goes to the tops to the pouches. I saw on Pinterest somewhere that you could use them for something and then forgot what it was. I'm sure it was some kind of color matching, but I saved a ton of these. So I just sprinkled some in that, I don't know, the colors matched, or I thought they could use it for something. So there's some of these in here, and then these are just some Minnie Mouse and Mickey Mouse figurines. So here's Minnie Mouse. This one is some green Play-Doh, and then I've got lots of creepy crawly bugs, some little grass, some tweezers, and then a little magnifying glass and a brown top. I don't know. This one I thought was pretty neat. I've got some mixed up Play-Doh down here. It's like sparkly black and brown, and I don't even know. Some little Play-Doh tools, some green lids. I also have these little beads with letters on them to spell the word alien and space. There should be enough to spell those words. And then there's just some little jewels and some stars in here. There's a spaceship, another Play-Doh tool, and these little aliens that are kind of bendy. So they can play outer space. Okay, next I have some more Kinetic Sand. Now this is packed in pretty tight, and I will give some kind of tray or a cookie sheet or something to put this on, but I've got some paint brushes, these little dinosaur skeletons that my mom had bought my boys, and some popsicle sticks, so this could be a little dinosaur excavation. The rest of this Kinetic Sand, there's some more popsicle sticks, and then just a bunch of these wooden letters. I thought this could be fun for spelling, or they could write in the sand with a popsicle stick or their fingers. They could try to shape the kinetic sand like the letters. We could pull it out for our lessons for spelling if they wanted to, or they could just try to make up their own words or just push the letters in the sand and try to find them. Whatever, lots of options here. I have more super mixed up Play-Doh. I actually, as I was putting this together, thought, man, I should have got some Play-Doh because all of our Play-Doh is mixed up. I think I found 3 that were all intact, the same color. But I just put it together, and if I still felt like I needed it, I was going to get it. But I mean, this looks fun. It's super colorful. I just have this little rolling tool in here, and then it's got a lot of different bases for feet. And then you can add arms and eyes and ears, and you can make your own little person out of super colorful Play-Doh. So there's that one using what we have here. Here's some more beans and rocks. There's some more little tweezers and the string. And then this has all the creepy crawly things that I don't like, but you know, my boys will love it and giggle and try to shove it in my face. So there's that one. This one is a little set I got from Dollar Tree a long time ago. It's just a little police station. It's got a police car, this boat, and then I figure the police need someone to chase. So here's a couple of race cars, and then these orange tops look like cones. And then it's just got some people and a gray felt mat, so maybe they could use it as a road. Okay, up next, some more Play-Doh. This is just a set they got for Christmas. It's just the little guy where you can make his teeth, a little dentist tool, toothbrush, you can make the tooth, and then some Play-Doh. So just pulling that out so they can specifically play with that set. Here is another dino set, but these are like the rest of the little animals. We've got some trees and rocks. And then here are just these green little tops, some rocks, and then the letters to spell out dino. Okay, here is an ocean one. This is, again, that mixed up kinetic sand, some little, I don't know, ocean plants or something. Here's a shark, lots of these little ocean animals. I thought this would be fun to play with in the kinetic sand. And then I've just got, these are those little glass beads from Dollar Tree that I got, and I didn't know what I was going to do with them, but they've ended up in our sensory bins. We also like to use them for counters for math. Super cheap way to get some math manipulatives. This one I'm not sure if they're going to like, to be honest. My little boy wanted a dragon birthday, and so we did how to train your dragon. And so we have all of these little figurines here, but I didn't know what to put with it. I mean, I've seen the movies, but I don't know much about it. I didn't know what to put with it. So there's a rock. There is some really old Chuck E. Cheese money for some treasure, because dragons like treasure, right? Maybe some marbles for eggs, or just some little pom-poms for balls or clouds. I don't know. And then just this green piece of felt for a mat, maybe to, I don't know, set up a scene. I don't know if they're going to like that one, but well, in this last one, these are just these cute little, I guess they're to make little fairy gardens or something from Dollar Tree, but it has this little ice cream truck, and then it has the little seating and the little popsicles, and then there's a couple little fairies in here. And so I just did that with some Play-Doh and little Play-Doh toys, and then the purple little caps and some shiny pom-poms. I don't know. The colors matched. Does that make it fun? And I think that's it. I think that's all 15. Now, like I said, I used all of the things that I already had except for these containers. And the wild thing is, the majority of this was in my bin for sensory bins, but I still have a lot. I still have a lot in my bin. I have a huge 2-gallon bag of Army Men and Pirates, and there was a big construction set with all the signs. I have a few odds and ends left in there. I have a whole lot more of these, but maybe I need to just get rid of them and stop holding on to them. I've probably had them for over a year now, and I haven't done anything with them. But I'm hoping this just excites them to play with some of the things that they already have. I don't know where I'm going to store them in all of these containers. Like I said, there's 15 of them, and we are not big on storage in our house. So I will have to figure that out. Like I said, this was a spur of the moment project, but I'm kind of excited. My kids were really excited as I was going through the toys and, making a colossal mess in my dining room and our schoolroom, putting these all together. So hopefully this will just ignite a new interest in things that we already have. I have been decluttering, and I just want to continue to declutter the things that we're not using. So if these just don't get played with, if they're not interested, then I will offer them to friends or post them on Facebook for sale, or just donate them, because I can't keep keeping things that they don't use. But I have a feeling this will be fun. I also think I could pair, for instance, this ocean bin with a couple of ocean books or shark books, and maybe that will give them some ideas. I've also got some how to draw ocean animals books or bug coloring books or things that will go with these different themes. So maybe that will help me in my strewing. I'm thinking I might do a video on that as well, on how that goes. So if you're interested, let me know down below. If you like this, please like it, and go ahead and subscribe if you would like to see more of this content. Bye guys.